right, man. The dog film star, um, Moriah Mills, said that Tony Buzbee Houston, I think a Houston-based lawyer, was going to take the Zion case. He's now pulled out of the Zion case. He's known for going after black people with lawsuits. He had the Deshaun Watson lawsuit, the Jay-Z lawsuit, and maybe some other brothers. Who these lawsuits, who these lawsuits are going after. And like I said before, I don't be believing these women, bro. Like, you listen to what they say. For one, you're an adult film star. You know, two, you said you had an on and off relationship from him from 2018 to 2023. If I'm abusive, if I'm abusive for around 5 years, why did you keep coming back? Why did you keep coming back? And really, it's nothing that you can do as a man, because you will see a scenario. Let me tell you how the court system works when you get into the DV game. When you get into the domestic violence game, this is how you kind of, once you start just looking at the judicial system for what it is, this is how you know it's meant to destroy men. And in my opinion, the judicial system and this whole system is run by misandrists. And a misandrist is just not a woman that hates a man. It's another man who hates masculinity, who hates men. You know what I'm saying? And one of the reasons why a lot of these men hate men, because men give something that they can never get. It's the same reason why you might have a successful friend and he's jealous or she's jealous than the less successful friend, because they possess something that even they have all the money in the world. Excuse me, they possess something. I gotta make sure to stay up here, because give me 1 minute. They possess something, you know what I'm saying? You know, they possess something that they can never have, and that could be personality, that could be anything, tangible. Usually it's a non-tangible thing, but it could be hair, it could be something like tangible like that, body, you know what I'm saying? And I think a lot of these men who are trying to destroy masculinity is because they never had it. They never had it. You can have all the power in the world and still not have certain traits. And I think it's a jealousy of masculinity. I don't think it's women who are ushering this destruction of masculinity or men. You know what I'm saying? I really think, in my opinion, I believe it is men. And if you go back to the history of Christmas, watch that Boondocks episode where he really started to get into the history of Christmas. It's a pagan holiday. They believe in pegging each other. If you catch my lingo, that's what it's about. That's what it's about. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to try to destroy, they're going to try to destroy masculinity, bro. And that's what they're doing. And the women are the pit bulls or the attack dogs that's doing it. But really behind it, it's really some sissified dudes who really are jealous because they don't have any masculinity. Give me 1 second. They're jealous because they don't have any masculinity. But once you kind of you carry on and you continue to speak on these things and take it a little bit further, when I was going into the judicial system, you will have a woman who will do the same exact crime that a man do, and the district attorney won't pick it up. Even if the man would be like, well, I want to press charges, they'll find a way not to pick it up. In the same vein, right? In the same scenario, you look at the other side of it, and a woman go down there and say, no, I don't want to press charges on him for that. They still gonna milk the man. They still gonna try to put the man in jail. Even if the woman go down there and say, no, it was my fault. No, they still gonna ham the dude. So y'all think it's just go as far as these lawsuits, it goes as far as child support. It goes as far as you done seen a woman. I remember I always seen that story where that woman sent them two brothers to the upper room. They was doing a prank video. And something about the prank, she pushed them off the boat, but they end up dying. She only got 15 years for killing two brothers. and so be it. It is what it is. Once you are aware of the attack, it's not a sneak attack no more. Once you're aware of the play, guess what? I know the play that they're running, and I'm gonna do my best to avoid it. You know what I'm saying? And now what they doing is just, you can think it's a form of population control or a takeover of reptilian people. I don't know. But you can't put yourself in that position. You know what I'm saying? You can't. At the end of the day, what can he get out of it? And I said this to say this. Excuse me. He sue her. What do we get? Nothing. They're not gonna advocate for her to be in jail. Have we heard anything about Amber Heard paying back Johnny Depp? You can't sue. You can't countersue them. They have nothing. Most people sue because they broke. They not suing because they want justice. They suing because they broke. They want money. It's people are poorer than ever, so they're gonna find any way to take from you, whether it's extortion, whether it's suing companies for the most, craziest things. I remember I was in a criminal justice class, and we had this lawsuit. I'll never forget this story. You know what I'm saying? As long as I'm healthy. So we read this story where the dude in the RV thought cruise control meant the RV. I'm watering it down. Thought the RV, you can look this up, thought the RV can drive itself. That's what cruise control. He got in the back of his RV, it crashed. He was able to, in the service book, he was able to sue the RV company because they didn't really put the perfect language in there to specify what cruise control really was. So he sued and won, so you got to understand that, man. It's an attack on truth tellers. There's an attack on masculinity. You as a basketball player, they're attacking us through the food. They're attacking us with counter programming. They're attacking us by taking men out the household. And best believe me, man, men understand this. Men know who alpha men are, I don't say alpha men, who other masculine men are. They understand. They understand who the man who by their posture, how they carry themselves, no matter what car they getting in out of. Women judge other people like that. Men don't judge people like that. So you gotta protect. And you just gotta hope that God put genuine people in your life and send you a genuine woman to put in your life. And it's dangerous to have this rotation, bro. Even if everybody know about each other, one woman can see somebody get proposed to in a restaurant and that's what she wants. And she can't get it from you, she'll make your life a living hell. And let me tell y'all this too. A lot of y'all been out here, going crazy, ain't never got a chick pregnant. I'm gonna tell you this. The woman that you least not supposed to be with, that's the one that's gonna surprise you and get pregnant. The one time you supposed not to be and be with the woman, women know. Women know how and how not to get pregnant. Best believe me, bro. They know a lot of times they won't even tell you. A lot of women that really got it like that, they won't even tell you. They just toss it. They ain't gonna even let you know. But I'm gonna tell you, women know how to get pregnant and how not to get pregnant. I remember how I was dealing with this chick. I'm gonna keep it very vague. And she was like, "Don't even worry about it." You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of it. She took care of it. I took care of it. She said, "Don't even worry about it." I'm like, "All right." you know. So and it was word was bond. You know what I'm saying? So they know how. And then you got certain women that be like, don't come at me even with the condom on. They know. Listen to me. They know how not to get pregnant. Best believe me. And they be like, leave it in. They know. They already know. They be like, no, 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 no. You got to pull out, or you got to. Then I had women tell me, you pull out with the rubber. I'm that fertile. They know. So you got to understand. That's a little gem I leave y'all with. Is that the one that you like the least, or the one that you not supposed to be with, I'm the one that's getting pregnant. But Tony Buzbee, bro, like I said, if black people kept the same energy as the brown community or the Jewish community, Tony Buzbee would attack Tony Buzbee. They would have made an example with George Zimmerman. We have yet to make an example of anybody in particular. That's why people keep getting away with it. So he can continue to attack the community and won't nobody do nothing. So why wouldn't? If I could keep hitting licks and getting bread and building my law firm and building my pockets based off black athletes' dollars and their mistakes or their negligence dealing with women, why wouldn't I keep doing? Who gonna stop Tony Buzbee? Who and black women and all women keep going to him. Black women in particular. So when you see why a lot of these brothers say they don't deal with black women no more, it's a lot of truth into what they saying, man. It's a lot of truth into what they saying. Once you look at it, and then my whole thing, any woman call the police on you, bro. Any woman call the police on you, bro, it's a wrap. Any woman threaten to call the police on you, to me personally, dog, get away from them. You know, get away from them. Now, if you deserve it, that's a different story. You know what I'm saying? I would still say if they make you feel that way, get away from them. But hey, check out the NBA playlist. Check out the music or the current or the NBA playlist, the music entertainment playlist, real one-on-one playlist. Hit the link tree. It's the first link in the description. Follow me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon, Kick, Twitch, the whole nine. Appreciate the love, support, peace.